Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I don't plan on running Etsy ads on the products that you're seeing me create through AI Artemis. Now, welcome everybody. If you've never been to the channel before, I go ahead and extend my welcome to you. AI Artemis is an artificial intelligent software that really just helps me automate the process of creating Etsy listings. That's really all it comes down to. So you don't have to have AI Artemis to listen to this video or to watch this video. This is just simply why I don't plan on running Etsy ads on the specific products that are created from AI Artemis. Now, to be clear, I have run AI ads in the past, and as we're speaking today, I am running AI ads. And AI ads are extremely powerful to help get a jump start and really continuation on the amount of sales that you can get for your Etsy store. There's no question about it. So the question is, why would I choose not to run AI ads, why would I choose not to run ads, not AI ads, but ads in general, on Etsy for the specific products that I'm creating from AI Artemis? Well, the answer is actually relatively clear. The profit margins are just not going to be as high, and therefore it's going to eat into the potential profit. And I could potentially go negative. So the whole point here is that I'm not actually looking for a fast-paced sales process with these products. Now, I'm not saying that I'm specifically looking for a slow sales process. That's not what I'm looking for whatsoever. But I want you guys to understand my perspective in this very situation. Now, there's many different Etsy YouTubers out there, and everybody's going to give you a different opinion based on what works for them. But what I found is that when I'm selling a product that's relatively unique in a niche that has demand, then it would be good for me to run Etsy ads. And specifically under a circumstance where I can afford the ads and still yield a profit. For those who are curious to figure out if you should run an ad or not, there's a simple mathematical formula, but basically you take your profit from a product that you would sell, and that should equal to the amount or the budget that you have for that specific ad under the cost analysis of one sale. So for example, if I'm selling a t-shirt for $20 and it costs me $10 to make and ship that product, which in the United States that's not happening, but let's just say it is, where it costs only $10 to make and ship the product, well then that means I have a budget of $10 for advertising. Now, the whole idea is that Etsy ads are a jumpstart because you run the ad, you get some reviews, you get some sales that will help you rank higher organically, and over time those organic sales will make you money because of those ads that you ran in the first place, which contributed to your sales algorithm ranking, right? Just common sense. However, in this circumstance, because I'm selling digital products made by AI Artemis, it's not really the best move for me. And the reason why, like I said, is profit. If I'm selling a listing that has 50 images for $4.99, Etsy's going to take their fees, which I'll have on the screen right now as we're speaking, how much that will be accounted for, and then I'm going to have the rest as profit. But if I'm selling with ads, I get a few clicks. I'm not going to have a 25% conversion, so I'm going to need more than a few clicks. And it's probably going to set me in the negative. That's the whole point here. So I want to address the other side of this coin. So am I choosing to have slow sales? Am I choosing to not have good, high amount of sales volume and low cash flow? And the answer is no, absolutely not. And the reason behind that is because if you look at what I'm specifically selling, I'm kind of going out of my way to be very niche specific with the products that I'm selling. And although there are millions of digital products on Etsy and millions of digital printables, I am specifically targeting very specific niches with very specific keywords. The examples that I've shown in my past videos might have been quite general. However, when I go into full production mode, and I create these listings on an Etsy store, and I'm actually planning to do this very soon. I've just been very, very busy with, fixing different errors and different things on the software. But when I go on full production mode and I'm using this tool every day, what I plan to personally do is create a store from scratch on Etsy, which I'm doing today, And I'm going to start slowly uploading these listings using AI Artemis, but the focus keywords are keywords for that specific niche. So once again, the niche is not really wall art or printable wall art. It's the diversion keywords that separate the niches, right? So for example, if I'm creating a whole listing just on pictures of sunflowers, that is a niche. As opposed to having millions of competitors just posting random images, for the sunflower niche, I might have 200 competitors. You see how that narrows things down? So then what I'm doing is I'm decreasing my chances of essentially being drowned in a marketplace. And that's really my goal. Now what happens is, statistically, when I do this over 20 times, 50 times, 100 times in the course of listings, various listings, 50 listings, 100 listings, right? 200 listings, let's just say in a period of a month or two, maybe even less, maybe 2 weeks. What happens is let's just say each listing gives me a 0.5% chance of getting a sale each day. Well, 0.5% chance of getting a sale each day over the course of 200 listings, I'm multiplying my chance by 200. Let's just say that guarantees me a chance of getting 4 or 5 sales a day, mathematically. That's my point, is that my goal is not necessarily to flood the market. It's to figure out how much do I have to do in order to make a certain amount every single day. And that number might be different. It just depends on the niches that I'm targeting. For some people, it might be 100 niches. For some people, it might be 50. For some people, it might be 300 different listings. For some people, it might be 1,000. For some people, it might be 200. It all depends on the number that you're looking for, right? If somebody wants $100 a day, it's going to be much different than if somebody wants $10 or $20 a day. So, like I said, that's kind of my alternative in this course of action for Etsy ads. I'm not against Etsy ads. I very much am pro Etsy ads. So that's my game plan, all right? So I appreciate you watching, and if you have any questions, let me know. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon. Peace out. Bye.